Okay, now the daily Tanya. Today's Tanya, we're in the end, by the very end of Perek Mem Tet. Today is Chaf Iyar, and this Tanya is very powerful. Very powerful. We learned about how to connect to Hashem, how to love Hashem, what to ponder on, what to think of in this world, how we see Hashem is with us and loves us, and everything Hashem does by contracting himself and lowering himself and going out of his way to put himself under the floorboards, as they say, just for us to come into existence, just for Hashem to be there with us, to be there, just so Hashem will have us. All of this was done for us, so we see how much Hashem really loves us. Now I got to take it a step further. Now I meditated the greatness of Hashem. I meditated how, with all that greatness, he contracted himself, and I really have a lot of love for him, towards him. Now, what do I do with this love? When a person has love, he wants to connect. I love Hashem. I wanted to connect with him now. How do I connect with him? So there are two ways to connect to Hashem. The first thing we do is the most important thing to do is learning Torah. What does that mean to learn Torah? It means to get to know Hashem. I love you. I want to get to know you. I want to take my mind and put it in your mind, to become one with your philosophies, with your desires. I want to know who you are, what you like, all these things, what you don't like, what bothers you. All these things is because I love you. I want to connect with you. I want to be there for you. Be there with you. That is the main part of connecting to Hashem, learning Torah. The second part is speaking the words of Torah. You don't just say the words of Torah. You don't just think them and understand them in your mind. You have to also speak them. The idea of speaking the words of Torah is because speaking comes from the body. It's something that's more physical. What brings a person to be able to speak is he has to move his lips, his tongue, his throat. It's something that's more physical than thinking. Thinking is something that's more spiritual. So by doing so, we're actually drawing down the infinite light of Hashem, which we connect to that infinite light of Hashem by learning Torah. When I learn Torah, I'm connecting to Hashem. My thoughts are connecting with Hashem's thoughts, which means now I'm connected with Hashem. Now that I'm connected with Hashem, by speaking the words of Torah, I'm drawing down that Hashem that I'm connected to, the infinite light of Hashem that I'm connected to. I'm drawing him down to something physical, which means I'm bringing godliness down to my body and all the food that went into my body to make me to continue me to be able to make it capable to make me able to be able to speak now, and the sleeping and everything that I did physical in order for me to be able to be alive and learn now is and now I drew down godliness onto all of that physicality. And that is the will of Hashem. The will of Hashem is to make this physical, mundane creation holy. So that's the second part of connecting to Hashem. I think we could use these tools, these ideas, also for marriage, also for children. I think primarily for marriage, though. You want to connect to your wife, learn her. What does she like? Speak to her about these things. Have your thoughts engraved in her thoughts. Speak to her what she likes, what she doesn't like, what are her dreams, what are her philosophies, all these things. Speak it over with her and just connect with them. By just connecting with them, you become one with her. It's a great feeling. Same way you feel one with Hashem, you feel one with your wife. It's two souls connecting. It's something that's actually amazing and enjoyable, and it makes you. That's supposed to be based off of this Tanya. That should be the main part of your connection to Hashem, of your connection to your wife. I'm sorry, your connection to your wife. The next thing, do what she wants. By you doing what she wants, so that's like speaking. Speaking is doing what Hashem wants. Hashem wants you to draw an infinite light of His onto your physical body. So too, by you doing what your wife wants is equivalent to that. And that's the second step in really connecting to your wife. And I think today we I might be safe to say that they were lacking in the first way of connecting. Connecting to my wife by hearing her out and enjoying what she's saying and just hearing what she likes, what she doesn't like, what her philosophies are, what her dreams are, all these things. That's supposed to be the main connection. But when it's not, so there are many couples today that have a hard time when it comes to separating from each other every other week, every other 2 weeks, or whatever it is, that time of the month. So you separate, and it's very hard. Why is it very hard? Because you don't have that inner connection. I saw it brought down in a Chabad source. It's the time to have an inner connection. What's the inner connection? Just talk it out. What do you like? What you don't like? What your philosophies are? What your dreams are? And we could actually damage that. No, I don't agree with you. This is not good. It's just like judging it and bashing it and downing it and showing her that she's not smart about stuff and all these things. These are things that could actually damage that inner connection that you have. And then what she's gonna watch it if she's still living with you, she's gonna feel more for the external connection. So the main part of a relationship needs to be that internal connection. Once you have that internal connection, then the external part of the connection is not as necessary, which could be a reason why Hashem set it up. You don't even have it all the time. So Hashem's telling us this is not the main part of your relationship. The main part of your relationship is something more internal. So we need to strengthen ourselves in the more internal part of our relationships, and with that, we'll have greater relationships. And with all of this, we will bring down godliness to this world, and we'll have Mashiach Tzidkenu Techef U'Miyad.